What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz podcast. We have a triple header mega weekend slash week of boxing. We got Friday night boxing with Garcia versus Romero, Haney versus Ramirez, and fucking Tio versus Teofimo fighting this weekend. Then we got Canelo following up on Saturday, looking to become the two-time undisputed super middleweight champion, trying to get the IBF belt from Scull, who got it on the vacant title that he won. And then Inoue taking over Las Vegas. He's coming to America. He's defending his undisputed belts against Ramon Cardenas, 10 p.m. Sunday. Boy, it's gonna be a great weekend of boxing. We
Oh
appreciate y'all
yeah.
watching along. Comment down below how y'all feel about this weekend. I'm Paul Pickle-Winham, and I'm joined with.
What's up, boys? It's Marcus Prime Time Penman. That's
It's your boy JP, aka Southpaw Boxing.
Appreciate y'all stopping by. There is our boy Kyle, one of the shadow figures of the Totally Blitz crew. Y'all don't ever see him, but he was down with us in Miami to watch Teofimo fight live. He'll be
Yeah.
popping in and out of here with his little. He's the more casual of everyone in the chat, so it's always fun to hear his view. He's literally the view of every average person at home. Like he'll come in saying something, thinking
hmm
that he's saying something no one's ever heard before, and I'm like, bro, you sound like 90% of Twitter. Like you sound like why you sound like the crazy folk. He was like, oh, Tank versus Bud, why is that not happening? I'm like, bro, all right, we don't need you chiming in on nothing. But where do y'all kind of want to start here? We could go with the Friday fights. It probably is gonna be what takes up the most time is the Friday fights. Or did y'all want to
Nah,
start?
let's
Now
knock
let's do
out.
the worst. Let's do the worst fight.
I was about to say let's start with not word it like how Gator just wanted to
Let's
word it.
start with
Let's
the
start
worst
with
fight of the
Inoue.
weekend.
Let's
Wait,
start
no.
with Inoue and Canelo, and then let's jump
Work
into.
our way backwards. I was thinking the same thing. We'd start off with Sunday ESPN. We got the undisputed super bantamweight titles on the line. Naoya Inoue coming to America. It's not his first fight in America, so please stop saying that. I keep hearing people, oh yeah, he's fine. It's not his first one. All right, but here he is taking on Ramon Cardenas. It should be a good fight, but everyone is just really happy that they don't have to wake up at 4 in the morning for this.
What time? Wait, what time is this fight? It's not four.
No, it's 10 p.m. Eastern
Oh
time.
yeah,
At least
it's
that's the main card. So he'll probably be fighting around 11 midnight.
Yeah, 11:30.
yeah. But that kind of sucks. The best parts of a newest fight is Tuesday at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, I personally liked it, but people bitching and moaning about it. But I mean, he's headlining. I know it's not his first fight in America. I think this is his first headlining fight in America. So this is the first time he'll be main eventing over here on this side.
Which is pretty crazy, low key. But
He
man,
is minus 8,000 on the odds. Massive favorite.
yeah. I mean, I like him to get a knockout. To be honest.
Me too.
I don't really see him being really tested right anytime soon.
Yeah, he's cleaning up until he gets to like 126, and then I think he'll finally see some.
That's when it'll get interesting, see if he can fight someone. I don't even know who he would fight.
Shit. At 122, he's already undisputed. I think he's doing it smart, though. I think is just by letting his body accumulate to the weight that he's moving up to. By like, okay, I'm not just
Yes,
gonna rush into the next weight. I can beat everybody here. I can easily move up, maybe win some fight, but let my body get adjusted to these weight classes because my skills and my mental is all there. I just have to let my body catch up with everything else.
yeah, for sure. I mean, I think he's gonna put on a performance, and he should keep fighting in America too, man. Get the American fan base also involved, some big fights.
I know I would if I know it's in Vegas. If I had ways to get there, this is definitely something I would want. But I personally, before it's all said and done, I want to watch Inoue fight like live in person.
That's something I haven't seen. That's true.
Then we have, I mean, on the card. I don't want to like just dismiss the card, but we got Rafael Espinoza. He's like the co-main event defending the featherweight title, and then Rohan Polanco, the 147 prospect that's like 15-0. He's also on the card.
Welterweight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, welterweight prospect. My bad, but So the card has some decent talent. They definitely didn't send Inoue out there by himself, but that's just the cherry on top. Then we got the Saturday pay-per-view, Canelo versus William Scull. Y'all might not know much about Scull, but he's a Cuban boxer fighting out of Germany. Y'all know how the tricky Cuban style is. He has a lot of decisions. He's really well-rounded, very polished, good footwork, in and out, kind of likes to dance on people. He's taking on Canelo, who is looking to be two-time undisputed at super middleweight. I'm not sure who else can really claim that they went undisputed twice in the weight class. I'm pretty sure, arguably, he's probably gonna be the first one to do it.
I think he was the first undisputed at that weight class in general.
Yeah,
sure.
So, and I know it's not Benavidez. I know it's not Morale. I know it's not any of the other guys that we've been trying before, but William Scull is a very solid fighter, and that's all I can really do to like hype y'all up for it. He was an underdog in his last fight when he fought for the title, in which he won. So maybe, I mean, who knows? Dog could play spoiler again. I'll be shocked, but who knows? It's boxing.
Canelo. Go, man.
Yeah, I'm going.
Good
Yeah,
check.
yeah. This is honestly, this is a disgrace. This is a disgrace, man.
It's a man. He's trying to go undisputed.
No, he's not.
That boy's chasing.
No, he's not.
He likes it. He likes his belts, man. And fuck it. They'll warm up before the Terrence Crawford fight. Fuck it.
That's exactly what it is.
I forgot he was fighting. Okay, never mind. Okay, this fight's a little bit better now. I forgot about that second fight. Okay, this is literally a little warm up. It's cool.
This is the fight I think that Turkey, I don't think gave a fuck about this fight, but I'm pretty sure Canelo and his team were like, y'all got to pay us $100 million for this fight if y'all want us to do anything else. So that's the reason why we get it. Like, they're like, fuck it, all right, Canelo, you'll go do this bullshit, get an easy dub, we'll pay you the $100 million, but turn around.
He has to fight on Cinco de Mayo, man. It's routine.
And it's his first Saudi card. This is gonna be something a little different. I mean, it's still just a different place. 6:45 on Saturday, so it's still a nighttime card. But still, he's in Saudi Arabia. It's what they said.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be
much better.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be fighting in the morning, like Saudi time.
Who, Canelo?
No, it says 6:45 Eastern time.
No, I'm saying for him, like over there, it's gonna be morning time for them. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Like it's gonna be early as fuck in the morning for them.
What do you think Canelo's gonna eat for breakfast over there? Is it Mexican steak?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I just had to knock that one down.
Hell yeah, because he gonna come out. I like Canelo to win by knockout, man.
Is he still a vegetarian?
Nah, I don't think so.
No. He stopped after one fight. After Bivol, he was like, "Oh no, dude, it was the vegans that made me lose Bivol."
I kind of like this fight. I like this fight to go to decision. It's like plus 150. He wins by decision, but we've seen it against Edgar. We've seen it against Jaime. We've seen it against Charlo. He's not. We've seen it against John Ryder. He's not getting any of these people out. And you're telling me Canelo by KO is minus 200, but Canelo by decisions plus 150. I'm gonna rock with the plus 150 odds.
This is crazy. He's really the Kanye West of boxing when you think about it. If they keep dropping the bad fights, the bad stuff, it's gonna ruin the resume. So it's like tanking.
Right. He's the face.
No.
They said that thing about 20 times on the TO.
You can't erase it.
I'm erasing all. What resume? What resume?
Canelo?
I'm trying to see it, man. But who's next? We'll get into that one later.
Billy Joe, Caleb Plant, Callum Smith, Daniel Jacobs, Rocky Feldon, Triple G.
Triple G 3 times. Floyd, Cotto.
Wait. Floyd. Why did you say Floyd? Floyd? He didn't beat Floyd. What are you talking about?
We talking about resume.
He didn't beat Floyd.
To be great at what was he? 21.
He was like 21 years old fighting Floyd Mayweather, man. That was like
he was a world champion in like 3 weight classes.
Bivol, bro, like this dude's resume, hands down, Canelo got the best resume in boxing. Like it's not even close. Like he's like up here with everybody. And the next best resume is like right here.
Yeah, the next best one is a couple stars down. And
I couldn't even tell you who the fuck is the next best resume compared to Canelo, at least.
I'm hating on Canelo for his last 4 years of activity, but I will say prior to the last 4 years. I mean, even
prior.
when he fought Bivol, we were on here talking about, hey, Bivol might have a chance, but reality, Canelo fucking minus 5,000 for a reason.
You can't. I mean, like, yeah, he's not fighting David Benavidez, but like, also he kind of earned him to be able to pick these type of fights from what he already went through the past 7, 8 years of, he kind of fought, and then fighting Bivol not
I
that
don't think
long
so.
ago,
I don't
fucking
I don't think I
prime
don't care.
Bivol. That's a top 5 pound for pound fighter in the world. It arguably could be like, top 4. So I mean,
And I think
you can't really talk.
as long as you're boxing, you can get as much
And
criticism
then
as
he's
you
gonna
want.
go and fight
Floyd
Crawford,
Mayweather was 40 years old, getting criticism for not fighting Timothy Bradley, Keith Thurman, and those other Mayweather.
He wasn't 40. He was like in his 30s. He retired.
He was 30.
At 40.
He was 38. He was older than what Canelo is right now, getting that type of backlash.
I can understand
you know
Keith
it.
Thurman.
And you know it. And you know
I
the
can
Keith,
understand
Tim Bradley
Keith
too.
Thurman.
Don't forget Tim Bradley. So Canelo can get criticism for fighting these scrubs.
Tim Bradley for, bro? Tim Bradley is probably one of the worst. As a bum.
No, I was saying because we can. He was saying we can't criticize Canelo for fighting these guys, and I'm like, Floyd got criticized for not fighting Tim Bradley, Keith Thurman, and all those welterweights of his time.
I mean, he fought Bivol. That's a prime like 25 or not.
It was a cherry pick gone wrong, just like cherry pick gone wrong. He didn't know Bivol was like that. He was trying to.
I will say that boy had like one of the toughest 5-fight runs from Miguel Cotto, Amir Khan, Liam Smith, Julio Cesar Chavez, and Triple G. Like that's
who else is about to have Julio Cesar Chavez on his resume? Is Jake Paul. He's got to have Jake Paul. He's got to have Jake Paul victims on his resume.
Even the Caleb Plant, Billy Joe, like that little run too. Danny Jacobs
again.
Billy.
Danny,
no, you could let Billy Joe out of there.
I would say there's crazy because like there's so many people that might make the Hall of Fame that don't even have like a quarter of the amount of fights that like he has. Like just to put into perspective, but we can't stay on this fight. We all know. Oh, we'll be shocked if he loses, but we're all on him for the win. We will have to. I will say Martin Bakole. Martin Bacole's on the. I don't think he's the co-main event, but big Martin Bakole is fighting again after getting brutally knocked out. And fighting F.A. Ajagba, the silent roller. This is a big
fucker. No.
This is a big fucker.
No.
Right?
Them boys
two
big
boys that just know how to knock shit out.
Go to the distance? No.
Fucking. I'm like gonna kill. Hey, shout out my boy Bakole though. We haven't seen him since he stepped in on 24-hour notice, flying Spirit.
Shout out Bakole, man. I'll never forget. He won me money, man.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget. For some reason, people thinking that was a better fight. People were like, "Oh, this is the better fight."
It could have been if he had a camp, maybe.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Joseph Parker hit him with.
He got knocked out in 4 seconds, dude. What do you mean?
Bro, he was jet lag still. He like got off the plane that morning.
But when he got knocked out, he was lagging. He got hit with a punch, and then like 5 seconds later, oh.
Hey man, you don't know.
I don't know who he's fighting, but I'm picking him.
F.A. Ajagba, I don't know much about him.
He's from Top Rank, isn't he?
He's Top Rank. He has some decent wins. He lost to Frank Chancez by decision back in 2021. Other than that, he has a lot of knockouts, a lot of finishes. But
that's just not a bad loss. This could be a banger.
Yeah, I think
Loki is gonna be a banger.
Loki looks like fucking Francis Ngannou, the guy he's fighting, and I'm like, this shit looks like there's gonna be 2 scary fuckers in there just duking it out.
Oh,
let's get it, man. Into the.
Then we got, and the odds are semi close. I mean, Bercole's minus 450, Ajagba's plus 330, which is gonna be kind of interesting. And then we got Bruno Sararse in the co-main event coming off the 6th round KO of Jamie Munguia. It's the rematch. Jamie Munguia wants his get back. Munguia is coming in as the big favorite, minus 500 in the rematch. He was winning the fight minus to the knockout, but here we go. He wants his get back here. Bruno's plus like 450 after knocking out Jaime Munguia, but yeah. Should be a fun fight.
Yeah, it's funny they running it back, man. That boy McGee got to get his shit. He got to get that shit back, bro. That shit was bad. After Canelo was trying to put him on too.
And he had won his next fight after the Canelo fight, so shit was looking up again. And then Bruno
Yeah,
Garcia comes in and knocks him out in the 6th round.
that shit
Fucking
was bad.
Oscar De La Hoya watching his man is like, no, fucking my star.
That was a bad one, man. Hopefully he gets it back and gets back on track.
Actually, the opposite. I think this is again, this is your again, man. Mark, you remember when before the Canelo fight, this guy was kind of viewed as the Mexican Berlanga. People treated him as a joke and hated him. They hated
Yeah.
the hell out of this dude, Munguia. I don't but that last fight he lost. He don't got it in him anymore. He made that money. He made that Canelo fight payday. He don't got it in him. He don't got it in him. He's gonna lose again. He's gonna lose again, man. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose, and he's gonna retire. Man, he made a lot of money. He made a lot of money boxing. Oscar De La Hoya paid him a lot of money fighting these guys. You know what I'm saying? And he's a little bit of a draw, but dude, man, this Munguia cat, man,
This Munguia cat.
it's over for it's like Adrian Broner said. Take the L out of love it, brother. It's over.
All right, and let's move on to the Friday night, the Fatal Fury, the fucking live in Times Square. Garcia versus Romero is
In New York.
Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez co-main, Teofimo Arnold Barbosa for the WBO super lightweight title of the world on the main card. And little that people don't know, Ryato Tsutsumi is making his pro debut at 19 years old on this card. Japanese fighter, making pro debut, 59-2 in the amateurs, won the gold medal at the Youth Championships in 2021. Kind of a big deal for some Japanese people. So he's making his debut as well to open up the card.
Is he the dude who can't speak English?
Yeah, he's the Japanese guy that they're like hyping up. He is 59-2 in his amateurs, only 19 years old, and he's a little bigger. He fights at 130, so he's already a couple weight classes above Inoue and them other guys. So he's one of their heavier folk coming out of Japan.
Okay, and do you know the guy he's fighting? Because they were going back and forth, and it actually seemed pretty exciting.
Laval Whittington.
Hell no,
I don't know anything about
that. Bro, he was talking crazy. Y'all see.
This is bro's pro debut.
Chicago. He's out of Chicago, bro. That's all I mean. He's willing to die about it. That's all.
That's what he was acting like, dude. I swear, man, that man was talking crazy. He talking about some. Hey, every time he said something, he's like, translate that. I'm saying, man, you better beat the hell out of this dude.
Debut.
I mean, his pro debut. I don't know who he's fighting, and the guy, I don't know who he's fighting. I really
move on.
He's fighting at Cannes.
Hell yeah, this is a fucking
no. So this guy's talking trash for no reason. Dang, this man got me excited. I thought he's another young kid.
He's getting paid. Bro, I saw some fucking ad the other day. They said, I was on Facebook Marketplace. It was said, we're looking for someone that's 135 to 140, can go 8 rounds, can do 8 rounds, willing to pay.
That shit probably not even 8 rounds. That shit probably like a 4 round.
Willing to pay $2,500 for 8 rounds. I was sitting there like, shit, how much weight can I cut in a week? I'm fucking pull up. I'm going to get my ass beat for a little bit for $2,500. That's what this motherfucker saw. He saw they had some New York Times Craigslist posted, and they're like, "Oh yeah, bro, fuck it, sign me up."
Yeah. And he's making a little show, so I like it. It gives you something to look forward to. I'm like, okay, this guy.
Their pictures are so different on here too. Like the Asian dude has a suit and tie. He looks like he's gonna sell you some good insurance, and the other one looks like he's about to bite your fucking face off. And I'm like, oh, this is Let's get into the 3 main fights here. Teofimo, Arnold Barbosa, the closest fight on the card. Teo sitting at -225. Barbosa's +175, if I remember correctly. Teo was a bigger favorite earlier on. As the fight's gotten closer, a lot of people have been hammering Arnold Barbosa. Undefeated. Honestly, on one of the better runs in boxing, coming off a win on Jack Calderell, beating Jose Ramirez, Sean McComb, Jose Pedraza, just to name a few decent wins in the last 5. And Teofimo, either you love him or you hate him, but you cannot deny he is entertaining to watch. We saw him live. He's coming off last time he's fought was the Miami fight, the Steve Claggett win all 12 rounds of the fight that maybe he should have got a finish. let y'all decide that. How are we feeling about this fight? I gotta let Marcus kick it off because this is his guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, man. Honestly, I feel like Tio is locked in, man. From all the training videos, I feel like I feel like all that shit with the baby mama drama, all that is gone, bro. I feel like that's all in the past. Everything is clear. Scott, him and his pops, they on a good line. His pops was in line this whole I mean, like build up. You haven't really, yeah, you haven't really heard too much from his pops, really, honestly, like at all compared to how he used to be. And so I don't know, man. I feel like he's locked in. And so his name is Barboza, right?
Honor Barbosa, yes.
Yeah, nah. See, like orthodox too. He's not even a southpaw. So like people think that his movement and him boxing from the outside is gonna give Tio trouble. It could, but I don't think he's gonna be as smooth on his feet or like compared to like the southpaws like Ortiz or all the guys y'all be trying to say that he lost to and shit. Those are all southpaws that moved a lot more better from the outside. So I don't think. I feel like honestly, I feel like Teal's gonna pick him apart. I don't want to call it like a knockout or nothing, because Teal hasn't really gotten a knockout in his last few fights, and I thought he was gonna knock the last dude out. But I think bro's gonna pick him apart, bro. I feel like he's gonna eventually cut off the ring to a point. He might be moving around at some point, but Barboza, he's slow compared to Ortiz. He's not as fast. He's not at. He can throw off some combinations that are clean, but I just feel like his overall speed isn't as quick. Tio's gonna have those sharp, quick bursts combinations. He's gonna eventually just piece him up. And that shit's gonna be a beat down. Y'all boys gonna be sick. And I mean, that's really all I got, man. I feel like that shit. I want to call it knockout, but I don't want to sound too crazy, like I'm fucking dick riding and shit. Because
I
I
will
do
say,
think it's gonna be a beat down though. Tio.
normally I do come in here and I am talking really heavy on the guy that Tio's fighting, and Tio has been letting me down the last few fights. I remember Tio film I needed him to get a knockout in Miami to cash my parlay. That didn't happen. Those are my big odds. But I have learned that he left his power at 135. There is no Teofimo power at 140. That's also why I don't entertain the Boots fight at 147 because I don't think he's big enough to fight these guys at 147 and the power and everything. So at 140 though, he showed me he doesn't have the power. It's This fight to me could kind of go two ways. Teofimo could kind of dismantle him like Josh Taylor because I think he does. I think Barbosa has a similar style to that of Josh Taylor, where it's more of a scrappy, move forward, make it a little scrappy, make it a little dirty. And I thought it's slower paced, exactly. And Teofimo shines against people like that, where you're constantly moving forward. I'm gonna get my hits off, get out. And I think Teofimo has learned that like he doesn't have to really turn on his punches because he's not knocking you out. So as long as he just hits you and gets out and like wins the skill shot, like the skill versus skill, he can walk away with a decision. Or it could turn into a firefight if Teofimo does entertain the idea of a firefight, and that's where Barbosa can make it murky. He's coming off a split decision win against Colorado where he did exactly that. I I think Teofimo probably goes more towards the first side where he does, like we see what he did against Josh Taylor, where he is the more skilled fighter, the faster fighter between the two guys. And as long as he can mentally stay right, he should probably have his way. And speaking of Teofimo Sr., they have been on their P's and Q's other than like a month ago where Teofimo Sr. almost fought all of like Barbosa's crew and shit, or like one of the fucking pressers.
That's probably what made him chill out.
And then like Teofimo smacked Barbosa. So this fight has been kind of interesting. And Barbosa does not seem to like Teofimo for whatever reason. Me and him at the hotel talking you a bitch.
That's another thing I forgot to say.
I feel does not like Barbosa, bro.
I feel like Barbosa is gonna get out his shoes because of this. I've always been amped up at all these press conferences, fucking pissed the fuck off. And Tio just out here goofing around, laughing at bro and shit. I feel like Barbosa is gonna get out his skin. Yeah, I feel like Teal's gonna be like locked in, not taking it. Like, not saying he's not gonna take him serious, but I do think Barboza is gonna be. He might get out of his game plan because of that. I can
What
see
about
it.
you, Gator? Round us out because we got to keep these fights going.
Oh yeah, man. Dude, Barboza, he's actually a lot more slick than Josh Taylor or any of the other guys that TS fought. He's a lot more slick than the Tigets and the Okumpos. He's even more slick than believe it or not, he's more slick than Senor Martin. You know what I'm saying? He can box better than him. He can outbox him. He can hit
Hey,
him with
I
the
was agreeing
flurries.
with you, bro. Until the
He's more
Sandor,
slick than
believe it or not,
Senor
I
Martin.
choose or not.
He is more, man. Man, watch Barboza fights. You got to watch Barboza fights. This
More
man
is
is
more
could cook him. So
slick,
look.
slickery slick.
I actually think it's the opposite. Teofimo is not locked in at all. This man is trying to be an entertainer, wrestler. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He is still confused on if he wants to be a boxer or not. He's been hanging out with the Aiden Rosses. He's on streams. He's not
Yeah,
caring. He's not
he's the
caring at
Shador
all.
Sanders of the
He's a
of
Shador Sanders.
boxing.
He's currently the Shador Sanders of boxing right now. This man is going to get his brains boxed out this weekend, and we're gonna go. He's gonna go on another rant. I won that fight. The ops against me, the zones against me, Turkey, whatever. And because like you said, he left the power at 135. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? He can't. You know what I'm saying?
Put
He's
that
not.
shit on the
He
counter.
he can't overweight and overpower because that guy's huge. He is huge. Teofimo's always huge. He can't overpower people that's smaller than him. So now he's going to be the guy that's kind of on their height level. So he really needs to come out with his boxing skills. But he's not slick enough right there. He relies too much on his power. You know what I'm saying? He has some good combinations,
So
but
Teal's not slick
the
enough.
way he leaves his chin up in the air, man. He's just gonna get destroyed. It's over for him. Give me Barbosa like 9-3 or some shit like that. He's gonna just box the shit out of him.
All right, and I will say because a lot of people that don't, this is where I wish Kyle was here because Kyle doesn't know much about Barbosa, but like I can explain to him like in the last 2 years he's knocked off Jose Ramirez, who is the guy Devin Haney is fighting this week, Jack Cotterell, who arguably could have been undisputed in his weight class, and Jose Pedraza. These are all These are all title holders at one point. These are all, and they're all
Mm-hmm.
semi in their prime still. So Honor Barbosa arguably has one of the better resumes out of everyone on this card in the last few years. We're talking about only wins. Teofimo, you can argue that as well. But yeah, Arnold Barbosa is no slouch. And but me personally, I'm more on Marcus's side here. Where this is Teofimo looking pitch perfect.
Mm.
Then Devin Haney. This is where the odds start getting big. Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez. Haney's minus 1,000. Ramirez is plus 650. We haven't seen Haney since the Ryan Garcia fight, since he sued. He's been quiet. He has not been flashing, stunting. He hasn't been talking no shit. If anything, other than Bill looked good at the presser. Devin Haney, this is the most quiet I've ever seen Devin at the fucking presser. He didn't want to talk much. The boos, they booed his ass heavy when he got on the mic, and he said about 2 words, and he'd let Daddy Bill take over. Jose Ramirez on the other side also, I didn't even ask him, like, Jose, like, please say something entertaining. He's like, I don't talk that much. I'll see y'all this weekend. And I was like,
I do
please,
this for my family.
yeah, please do something. But Jose Ramirez coming off the loss against Arnold Barbosa, looking to get back in the win column. This fight is at 144 because Devin Haney can't make the weight classes. Devin Haney also doesn't want to fight at 147 because he knows he'll have to fight Boots if he goes to 147. So he's kind of just in his no man's land at 144 here.
Yeah. After my breakdown, I did want to ask a question about like what does his future even look like? But this is actually a pretty good fight, the return fight for Devin. Ramirez is a pretty good name. Pretty good name. You know what I'm saying? He's been around. I'm pretty sure he was a champion at one point, right? Or he was at least a
Yeah,
challenger,
he was a unified champ.
unified champion. So this is actually a pretty good, and his style is all perfect for Haney. I think Haney's just gonna shine on him, and I don't think he's gonna get a knockout, but I do think Haney's coming to look for a statement. So he's gonna be way more active offensively, kind of like how he was in the Regis fight. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna come attack him and get after him. He's gonna show a little bit of his combinations. There's not much there, but 1-2, but he'll try to show it. So I expect Haney for a shutout.
Yeah, I'm honestly I'm kind of similar. I got Haney by shutout, even though Ramirez is like how he was saying he's a great I feel like it's a great comeback fight for him. Like honestly, perfect. where he's not at that wash point, but like he's like knocking on the door to being washed. he wants to get in there,
System
but
just
Is anyone there?
yeah. So I feel like Haney's gonna open that door. He's gonna open that door for him. Let him in. But honestly, I think Haney, and then like with all the criticism and all this shit, the fucking lawsuit, all that shit, I think Haney's gonna come out with his best game. Or feel like it's gonna be like the Regis fight where he just fucking, or even like a Cambosis fight, honestly, where he just not like everything he's doing is working. And he's just gonna have a perfect game plan, a perfect shutout. And I mean, he just really gonna have to watch. Everyone's gonna be looking to see if Haney gets hit and how he reacts once he gets hit by Ramirez, because Ramirez does got a little bit of pop to him, or he used to at least. So it'll be interesting to see how Haney reacts once he gets hit, or does he shell up, or is he gonna change game plans? But I got Haney by a
in
shutout,
that
man.
jaw. His jaw's still broken. You gotta
Yeah,
remember.
he did break his jaw, so like that's why everyone's gonna be looking like if he takes one big clean flush shot, like
It's
is
hard to
Haney gonna be
recover
like,
in less than
oh
a year.
shit, like is he gonna fuck up game plan or is he gonna just stick to
I
stick to
feel
the code?
I feel for Devin Haney because Devin Haney was on the run, man. I'm talking about like Cambosa's youngest undisputed champion of all time. We was up here glazing him. Like even you can hate on Cambosa's as an opponent, but like greatness is greatness. 20 years old,
Mm-hmm.
undisputed, for in a premier weight class. Tank is like 10 years older and doesn't even have a single belt in this weight class. But like it was just a good time. Like Haney, talk your shit. Then he follows up with the Loma fight. It was close, but I picked Loma. I was
He
okay.
still fought a good fight though,
Yeah,
for
Mm-hmm.
it to be
but
close.
still, like you did it. Like you shut up the narrative of oh you cherry picking. You only fought Gamboa. He's old. Like so that was a good like shut everyone up type of moment. And then all of a sudden, it is all everything went left, and he could go on and be fucking 45-0, multiple weight class champion, and like my grandchildren could be like why is Devin Haney not named among the greats? And I'm like, boy, to sit down. There was once this man named Ryan Garcia
Oh, you are cold.
that
You're
Ryan Garcia
cold.
rewrote history in one night. Like
Oh my, bro.
back, bro.
They were comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. They were comparing him to Kobe Bryant. They were comparing him to like, man.
You sued a man. You
You,
pulled the biggest thing you can't do in boxing is like you
for
sued.
battery.
I beat you. It got ruled to no contest, but like, look how the crowd reacted to him, bro. This is not. People should have been like cheering for him, like, yo, like you did. No, people love Ryan Garcia. They do not fuck with you at all. They want to see you lose. I personally think I agree with everything I was saying. I think he'll come in there, gonna have a show out performance. I think this goes to decision. Once again, he doesn't have power. He does. I mean, Regis was a close one, but Arnold Barbosa got a chin. I mean, unless he's really close on knocking on that door, I think his chin's gonna hold up, especially where he doesn't have to cut weight and be dehydrated. I think he's gonna be fucking at 144 healthy.
And he's Mexican.
Yeah, fucking if Jose Pedraza couldn't knock him out, Josh Taylor couldn't knock him out, Arnold Barbosa couldn't knock him out. I think Devin Haney doesn't have the power to knock him out, but
I think he could drop him. I think he could drop him.
I feel like the only way for it to be like a stoppage if the ref stops. I don't see him like actually like knocking him out. It'd just be more like if he's just taking too many flush shots, maybe. But I don't even know if Haney can even do that. He's gonna land flush, but I don't know if it's gonna like be bloody and all that shit.
Yeah,
but that is interesting to see how Haney reacts, man, once he gets hit.
The chin, everything, even. I just feel like he's changed his whole character since that fight, and that to me is just.
That's true.
It was a much needed change. It was much needed change. That character had him so hated. Then you know what I'm saying. The suing thing. He didn't even say anything about the suing thing. That just that was the articles I had him hated. So he's been quiet.
Bill. I know, and I understand that's Bill, but also
yeah, it's Bill.
You knew what was gonna happen. Then we got the WBA regular welterweight title on the line. No one gives a fuck about that. We're here to see Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. Ryan Garcia also first fight back since the Devin Haney no contest overturned. And Rolly, he got knocked out by Pitbull Cruz last year in the 8th round. Came back, won his next fight, 10-round decision. Here he is now. He looks locked in. He does look like he's taking this shit seriously. he even said, "Hey, bro, even after I knock out Ryan, they can still fight each other. I would love to see Ryan knock him out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times." So he does seem to be okay with. He does seem okay with it. After this fight, Ryan can still get the Devin Haney fight, but these two, I don't know if y'all watched the face off, the sit down. Them two boys were arguing back. It was really like some teenager shit arguing. Like, I don't like it. I know everything about you. Oh, that's kind of gay. You know everything about me. I'm a guy.
You know,
That's how they was arguing, bro.
they both kind of like not saying mature too much, but they're both a little bit more calm than they were 3 years ago. Like they were hotheads 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, this would have been a lot funnier. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a lot funnier. You know what I'm saying? And it's still kind of funny, but you know, you can tell they both are kind of, especially Rolly. Rolly's not as much of a troll anymore as he used to be.
And Ryan sober. At least from everything, all accounts, and everyone on the team, everything is Ryan is not smoking weed, he's not doing cocaine, he's not drinking, he's not partying, he's locked in. So that he showed up with a suit and tie at the presser. They were saying that kind of shows that he's more.
That might be worse for him though.
Who knows? It does.
It's not be worse.
This is a different. He did turn up for a second. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna get crazy. I'll fucking get crazy." Fucking, he started getting a little crazy.
He did get a little crazy at the end.
It had Bill Haney. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Hey, man, we still gotta see a little bit of old Ryan.
Man, yeah. I mean, Ryan is gonna like I know he played Sonic before. Not Ryan's gonna knock them Sonic coins out of Rolly, man. That
minus 900 and it's like minus 350, minus 400 by Ryan Garcia by KO.
Man, Ryan Garcia is that left hook is going to do some damage, man. Rolly can't do nothing to Ryan Garcia. Rolly's not fast enough. He's strong, but he's not gonna be able to land. Ryan's too fast. He's too sweet. This is sweet hands Ryan. He's back. Vintage Ryan Garcia is back, man, and he's coming to take back over boxing. I'm telling y'all, man. Ryan Garcia was supposed to be bigger, but then the higher ups had to plant the seed in him. But he's supposed to be bigger. But trust me, he's gonna get back on.
Ain't fight no one.
Luke Campbell. Someone asked the question if Luke Campbell could drop him. Y'all just completely just don't think Rolly has.
I was just about to say, man. This fight is either game. It's gonna be a knockout, but don't be fucking shocked if Ryan's the one on the ground.
Wow.
Did you say Luke Campbell, man? It is the sweet night of 2025.
I mean, when has anyone ever gassed Ryan Garcia's chin? His chin is sus.
It is.
Tank had him taking knees and please.
Luke
he did knock him down too. He did knock him down after second round too.
Luke knocked him out with like a looping hook or something. Like it was like an overhand, like, you know, and he got his ass flinching. Like he just looked awkward when he got dropped. So and how Rolly be throwing, he throws awkward punches. He's not clean with it. He's throwing punches from crazy angles. He had fucking Tank on the road, you know, like. He didn't hurt Tank, but like he was giving Tank some issues at some points. Definitely was winning before he got his ass knocked out. So it's definitely gonna be interesting if Rolly can hurt Ryan. But like you said, Ryan is quicker. So as Rolly's coming in, he's gonna be whipping that fucking left hook, so he can't catch him coming in. But someone's definitely going down. That's for sure.
It's at 147. Ryan Garcia's new weight. He said he ain't never going back to 135, 140. He's out of there. 147, man. Personally, I just like the odds of plus 500 Ryan Garcia by decision. I personally just think they going all 12 rounds. I know you just said KO either side. I can see people getting dropped. The fact that 147 – both a little heftier on the weight, their chins to be able to sustain a little bit more, and just the fact that I am big that Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney, and that shit should not be overturned. I don't give a fuck even if it was off chain, that shit was like 0.0001. All right, like that is what it is. But then I saw the photos of him at open workouts yesterday versus last year open workouts against, or the fight night going into against Haney, and he was much bigger against Haney. And they were saying like, yeah, this is the first time anyone's ever moved up in weight class and looked smaller. Like, how do you move up in weight and look smaller than you did a year ago? So with just all that being said, I think he and on the face off, they asked him, "How do you see you being Rolly?" He said, "Uh, even if I don't knock him out, I'm a better boxer. I'm a boxer. I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him. Even if I don't knock him out, I'm just gonna beat him." So he already himself is already putting it in the air, like I might not knock him out. So just to me, taking all that in, you look a little smaller. This is a bigger weight class for Rolly, like being healthier weight, and the odds are just so big, plus 500. Like I add that with a little parlay of something else, that's like plus 2,000 already. So like at plus 500, I like Ryan Garcia to win this by decision, just because we all agree he's the better boxer. So if he can't put Rolly down at a new weight class off the PEDs, it could be a long, fun fight. And I think I'm willing to bet on that plus 500 personally.
He should be the better boxer. That's still a question mark for me.
Rolly had more of an amateur background. Jim was like 5 amateur fights and 12 professional fights. And they just said, fuck it, he's ready for tape.
Yeah, that's true.
He was just like a joke in Mayweather's camp then.
I feel like Ryan didn't really look good to me until he fought Devin Haney.
He didn't look at it. He didn't look at it against Oscar Duarte. You just missed that fight.
Was that the fucking shoulder roll shit?
Oh man, that boy looks so clean. And
Eric Davis was like, cut that shit out.
That shoulder roll shit was ass. But I mean, to me, Ryan Garcia always looked, out of like the 4 horsemen youngins, he always to me looked like the less talented one out of all of them.
He's like that
beat one though.
Military guys, and one of them's a clown.
Yeah, but the clown beat one of the military guys though. So
yeah, that is true. That's what shocked me so much, bro. Because I thought Devin Haney was fucking like levels above. He just he couldn't stop that left hook, man. Ryan do got power and speed. It's just the way I don't know. He's not super polished to me.
No, not at all. A lot of flaws there, but
shit. But I think that's the most interesting fight to me. Like, I don't know if the odds are really that close compared to like the Tio female, but I think the Ryan Garcia Rolly is the most interesting fight out of the whole card. Honestly, the whole weekend, I think that's the most interesting fight.
I could co-sign that. Oh, maybe Martin Bacoli fight is probably my favorite fight of the weekend. I gotta see that big motherfucker.
My favorite fight of the weekend is the Tio, but I do think there's the most question marks to me on that Ryan. I could see Ryan going down, man. And everyone's going to be fucking sick because everyone's riding high on Ryan because that Devin Haney, everyone thinks Ryan some Superman shit because he flushed Devin Haney, but shit, that boy's chin could still be sus.
Everyone's on the favorites so far. Before we head out, because we got to head out in like a minute or so, if any upset was to happen, what is it? Like, who is it and how is it?
Upset. The upset would be,
or even if it's not an upset, there's something like for me, if I couldn't pick an upset, my biggest long would be like the Ryan Garcia by decisions plus 500. Like that's.
I'd say honestly, I can understand why people be wanting to say Tio's gonna lose. I don't see that. I think my biggest, not upset, but I would say if Ryan Garcia gets dropped, I don't know if he'll get like knocked out or lose. I got Ryan winning the fight, but I could see him maybe going down or some shit, or at least being maybe wobbled or some shit where everyone's like, "Oh shit," some shit,
and like a big punch that just drops.
I can see Ramirez snatching a decision.
Damn,
I could see that. I could.
That would be sick as fuck. Nah, it can't be a decision, bro, because Turkey's trying to set up that. He's trying to set up that Ryan Garcia Haney too.
That boy said, yes, he can. He was already seeing the scorecard, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
Man, lit weekend of boxing, man. This is like the March Madness of boxing. This is like fucking Super Bowl weekend, playoffs, all that.
Yeah, this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is whenever when college football has the Friday, Saturday bowl games leading into the Super Bowl on Sunday or some shit like this.
Or like when all like playoffs all line up together, like this shit's looking good, man.
What about you, Gator? You already said it. For me, my biggest long shot would be the Garcia by decision. I said like plus 500. I have that shit on so many parlays. It'd be a
Mm-hmm.
good weekend. We do have a good UFC card. We got Corey Sandhagen taking on Davison Figueroa. We'll be breaking that down later this week, so stay tuned for that. We do appreciate y'all tuning in for this boxing card. It is mega must-watch boxing. 3 cards, 3 different days. Set your timers. And I'm Paul Pickle Winner. Wait, Marcus Primetime Penley. Southpaws Unboxing. Gator Boy Jamari.